Hi Taurus, this is going to be your sun, moon, and rising sign for March 2025. This is a general reading, and the messages may not resonate with everyone. So check back to your moon and rising sign video. My website is up and running. The website address is right there in the corner. It says HiddenLotusTarot.com. You can go over and search out what I have there on my website. It's just basic for right now. I'm not offering any astrology readings for right now, but it's coming. Okay, I have with me today the Radiant White deck. We will either clarify if we have to with either the Vita Sibila or the Kipper cards, and we'll wrap the reading up with the Psychic Oracle Tarot. Here we go. Let me turn the camera around, and hopefully this will stay where you can see it. It's not really blurry. I think I'm gonna have to take 2 weeks off, either next week, probably next week, to do to build my garden beds. I haven't done any gardening for the whole year. That once I had my show 2023 to 2004, I haven't done any gardening. I just been going outside and trying to save the plants from dying. But I want to start growing vegetables again, particularly since every time I go to the grocery store, something new is empty area. And eggs here, I was telling you the other day, eggs are like $8 for a dozen. They're $10 for, is it 18? And they're $23 for a pack of 5 dozen. I was thinking about getting chickens, but I don't know if I can take care of chickens. I understand that they're easy to do, easy to take care of, but I don't know, that's just adding something extra to my plate. I don't know if I want to do that. So I'll put another shuffle on the cards, and let's cut the deck. The first card out is the 8 of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. The Death card. The Queen of Swords. I'm going to adjust that light. The Page of Coins. It's so blurry. The Queen of Wands. The Four of Wands. And finally, the Two of Cups. Wow, that's interesting. What's over the whole reading, the energy of the whole entire reading? I have the Four of Swords. And I think I'm gonna try to, I can't tell if it's blurry or not. I don't know. I bought a new camera, but I pretty much get the same thing. And I think it's because my MacBook doesn't have camera controls, you know. So it's just kind of hard to do with no focus. This is supposed to have automatic focus, but okay. So what do I have? 1 cup. Sorry, 2 cups. 3 wands. A coin. A sword. And 2 major arcana cards in the spread proper. The way I read the cards, first, past, present, future. Past, present, future, with the interplay of the cards. And then I read them just as cups represent emotions, how you feel about something. The wands represent normally they represent career or work, but I interpret them as your focus, passion, desire, determination. The swords are thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. The coins are doing something or finances. And then we have the spiritual lessons of the 2 major arcana. So this is for Taurus, and here I have 2 queens, 1 queen of swords and 1 queen of wands. This could be you, even though you're a Taurus. These could represent either your moon or rising signs, or they could represent the energy that you're going to have to take on in the situation. Okay, so let's start with the Queen of Swords in the middle, because everything else is going on around her. The Queen of Swords characteristics are, they say she's a divorced woman. Sometimes they call her bitter, but I don't believe that. I'm a divorced woman myself. I'm not bitter. So I say that the Queen of Swords is someone who's seen trouble in her life, and she calls it like she sees it. She tells you exactly what she thinks, how she sees things. She's rather logical, and she doesn't mince words. As a profession, she can be a surgeon, like a doctor surgeon. She can be an oral surgeon. She can be a chef, a writer, a researcher. Sometimes she can be even a lawyer or a counselor. Anywhere where sharp tools, or like an editor even, somewhere place where either sharp tools or keen intellect are needed to get the job done. If you are in the middle of a battle or some kind of struggle or fight, this is the queen you want to emulate. And this is somebody that you want to have on your side. So that's a Queen of Swords. Starting at the top, I have the 8 of Cups. 8s are usually positive numbers in a spread, and they usually are karmic numbers, and they bring on positive energies. Sometimes, however, the 8s can represent delays, obstacles, and hassles. This is the only eclipsed moon in the deck. So on March 14th, we have an eclipsed moon across the sign of Virgo. Okay? It's the only eclipsed moon in the deck. Eclipses are game changers. And usually, you get the feeling that something is about to change or has to change. And in this respect, the 8 of Cups says, emotionally, you're not being fulfilled with what's happening. And you may need to go off on your own and examine your emotions. Or it could be that you have done all the examination that you can, and you have decided it's not worth it for you to stick around. This could be related to work. It could be related to relationships. It could be anything. Here we have the Knight of Wands. I interpret pages and knights as messages. The page lets you know some kind of news is coming, but the knight, no matter which suit it's from, the knight represents a situation that is moved along by news. So this is just a tentative message, not to represent a more fully fledged message. Sometimes it can represent a person coming back. I think sometimes we have Mercury going retrograde. And usually when Mercury goes retrograde, somebody from your past shows up. Or you're dealing with the same kind of messages again. But look to me like just as you are about to try to leave here, you get some kind of news that changes everything. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. It's about the ups and downs, the ebb and flow of life. Like you felt bad or depressed or sad here, but something comes along to usually exciting messages, and sometimes exciting is not meaning a good message. It's just because even anger is an excited emotion. This is something that comes in quickly and it changes everything. So the way that you deal with the Wheel of Fortune, it could be a world travel, somebody arriving from overseas, or it's just telling you, in order to not be too disturbed by what's going on with the wheel, fix yourself in the center. That way, you're not too thrown off if it goes down or if it goes up. On the second row, it starts off with the Death card. And the Death card tells you that something is definitely going to change. You cannot escape death. Nothing can escape death. And death is usually the end all, to be all of this change. It may mean that a certain part of your life is coming to an end and you are on the precipice for something new. Just like the seasons, as one season rolled into another one and things bloom and they die, death cannot be escaped. So the universe does not like static behavior, and it requires change. So a flux, like the Wheel of Fortune. Over on the page of coins, this is a message, a tentative message, either having to do with finances or the actual doing of something, because the coins don't represent just finances, they also represent the physical realm. This could be about you're studying, you're learning something new, you have a new idea that you want to take forward. Either way, it's a message. Again, it's attached to the Wheel of Fortune. So there are two messages here. The first message comes in, it's an exciting message that having you change directions and things, something ending and you beginning something new. But this message is telling you that this new thing has potential and promise. This is the Queen of Wands. So maybe as a characteristic of the Queen of Wands is that she is usually the entrepreneurial queen. She owns a business, or she may be doing a lot of things. She usually delegates. She's flirty, she's sexy, she's fun, she's outgoing, she's generous. So because she is an entrepreneur, there aren't any specific professions associated with her. So that's the characteristics of the Queen of Wands. followed by the Four of Wands. So we go from Knight of Wands, a message, to the Queen of Wands, which is 2 wands, and we add 4 more. That means 6 wands. And 6 wands, meaning you, before it was a 6, it was a 5. So this is about overcoming something. Maybe the change. And it spells leadership. 6 wands do. Leadership, getting your name in the paper, a bonus, a promotion, something associated with work. But here with the 4 of Wands, it represents maybe some type of relationship. It's going to have a deeper commitment than you first thought. It says, do what you love and love what you do. I call it the checking up card. It's not the marriage card, but the checking up card. It's a 4, so 4s stand for stable foundations, meaning everything is okay as it is. This is the present column down the center. And then we ended with the 2 of Cups. So if this is a same-sex relationship, you may end up meeting somebody that you will end up falling in love with. They may be foreign, born from overseas. Here with the World card. It can just be that the right partner comes along in business. So maybe the 2 of you get together and form a business together. But the 2 of Cups is simply, on the one hand, a partnership in which you both understand each other. You respect each other. Their logical ideas pass between you. So sometimes it can be that somebody is going to come into your life to help you. It doesn't always have to be about romance. But in case it is, if this is the same sex, this looks like you meet another female. And there's a great attraction. And she may offer you to move in with her. And there we go from there. Whatever the change is, it's a definite change of life. A major change is going to happen. And we end with the 2 of Cups. Okay? So either way, if it's about a romantic relationship, a same-sex relationship, maybe it's just you, 2 different aspects of yourself, coming to terms with somebody coming into your life. Something new coming into your life. I don't equate I don't see a lot of emotions here. And look, the 8 cups and the 2 cups make 10 cups all together. So whatever you have given up on, it's finished, it's kaput. It looks like it's going to come around in a different form. Okay? Here with the 4 of Swords, again, thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, communication. I call this the ghosting card. Like you were talking to somebody before and you just disappeared on them, or they disappeared on you. This may be why the person writes back in at the Knight of Wands. Okay? So this is card, it's another 4. So it says that things are okay right now. But you see how the swords are turned downward? So your thoughts are at rest. You have separated yourself from the person or the problem. And you are required to either concentrate on your health, your meditation, take a break from the whatever is going on. But you are ready when you stand up to have the 4th sword, like she does, to cut through the bullshit. This is the effigy. So that is not even a real person right there. So I call that the ghosting card. Somebody ghosted you or you ghosted somebody. So, what can I do? I can't look at these. It's 4 court cards. So what I can look at is the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups as it relates to the Death and the Wheel of Fortune card. I don't know if there were 8 months that you were feeling like you had to leave or something wasn't right. You have gone off in search of something better or something more fulfilling and rewarding. But something makes you change direction. So I'm going to look at the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups doesn't tell me anything next to these 2 cards. So I'll go to the 4 of Wands. Nothing as it relates to these 2 cards. And finally, the 2 of Cups. Nothing as it relates to these 2 cards. Just on the off chance, I'm going to check the 4 of Swords. And this is an implied Ace of Wands. And whenever the Ace appears, something is definitely going to change. You may have to make decisions under stressful circumstances, but if that's the case, you want to be like this queen and be logical and rational and don't let emotions enter into the picture. So the 4 of Swords with 3 or more court cards. I have 4. Yes. And to me, it seems like, it feels like, not that there has been miscommunications. Yes, miscommunications, but I don't know what it feels like. Let me read it. Yes, the 4 of Swords with 3 or more court cards indicates that there are some misunderstandings and difficulties within current relationships. It is a message not to proceed with any new ventures or relationships unless you feel absolutely secure. It is most important to check the fine details before proceeding, as there is a possibility of difficulties arising. So I don't know if this is a reading about taking somebody back or just a cool down period. But I will tell you, if the breakup occurs around a eclipse, like this is saying, there will be 6 months before you can ask to try to go back with them. But usually eclipses close one door and that door should stay closed. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So I don't need to pull any Sabila cards. I'm gonna pull a Psychic Oracle Tarot, so formulate a question And hopefully the oracle card will answer you. And usually it may not make any sense, but it usually answers your question right away. I mean, it may take you a while to figure out what it's trying to tell you. The Queen of Wands with the 4 equals a 5 of Wands, which means there have been, you need to get the facts straight. Because this could be a situation of someone saying one thing, playing head games with you, saying one thing and doing another. The same here. From the Knight of Wands to the 4 of Wands, it gives you 5 wands. It's funny because when I pull this card, I see 10 wands right there. It's like the same thing. And that implies that either you are doing something for somebody that you shouldn't be doing, you are spending a lot of time messing around with whatever they want or they demand, and you have to let them do their own work because it interferes with the lesson of karma, cause and effect. So what's a card here? The 5 of Cups. It says emotional loss. Can you read that? It's awfully blurry. Okay. The 5 of Cups. The number 5 emotions card comes forth at a time when you may be experiencing or grieving a loss of someone or something you were emotionally attached to. Honor your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go of the past, can you continue on your journey. That's what eclipses do. They come to move you along and close the door. The suffering associated with this card delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Your unique gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as your joy and sorrow, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you will become. The painful experiences of life are equally as valuable as the joyous ones. Focus all your positive energy on the good in your life and what you're grateful for. Use your healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you lost, for new beginnings and happiness are just around the corner. And sometimes this 2 of Cups is about balancing out the male and female energies within your body. See how the Caduceus and the lion be fearful, but you have to bring the 2 energies together. And that's what I have for you. I hope that made sense. And until next time, good luck.